When it comes to acquiring new customers, it's one of the most expensive and challenging aspects of virtually any business. So, why would you give up early on your follow-up efforts? There's absolutely no logical reasons to stop pursuing potential customers or clients. There are smart, simple ways to improve your follow-up system. Even a slight increase in your efforts can yield noticeable results. Remember, consistent customer acquisition comes from consistent activity, especially effective follow-up throughout your business. Let's look at some interesting statistics. When you answer the phone, you have an 83% chance of converting that inquiry into a prospect. That's huge. But if you miss the call and return it within 10 minutes, that drops to 73%. Still good, but it highlights the importance of responding promptly. These stats are especially about inbound calls, people reaching out to you. If you call them back within 90 minutes, the chance of conversion drops to around 50%. Wait longer than 4 hours and you're practically out of the game. Why? Because people are busy. They're not going to wait around for you to call them back. If they don't hear from you, they'll simply move on to someone else. It's that easy in today's world. Following up within 10 minutes is 4 times more likely to result in a sale than waiting longer than 4 hours. Yet, as business owners, we sometimes fool ourselves into thinking that returning a call within 4 hours is acceptable. While that might be okay for existing customers, it's a different story for new leads. If you're not responsive, potential customers will find someone who is. The cost of not being on top of your follow-up game is massive. And when the price is the ideal life for ourselves and our loved ones, we need to get this system in place and make it work. We've all been there, trying to call a business, not getting an answer, and then moving on to find someone else. It's so easy to do with Google at our fingertips. So, what's a great way to get your follow-up back on track if it's been neglected? The 3-line email. It's simple, effective, and easy to use. You can send it to any and all prospects who have ever inquired about your services. Keep it informal and personalized. Use a casual subject line like, "Quick question, Mike," and then a brief, friendly message, something like, "It's been a while since you inquired about our services. Just wondering if you're still looking for help with your Facebook ads. If so, we'd love to help. Ping me a reply or give me a call." It's that easy. The 3-line email is a fantastic way to re-engage potential customers, build relationships, and generate conversions. So, don't wait. Get this done. Let's go into something else that can be a real game changer for your coaching business: effective email marketing. And hey, if you've got a sizable email list, this is especially for you. Imagine you got this amazing offer, a free resource, a valuable webinar, whatever it is. You craft a short, punchy email, the 3-line email, remember? And you hit send. Boom. Within hours, your inbox is flooded with replies. Now, that's a good problem to have, right? It means people are interested. But here's the thing. If your email list is huge, like over 1,000 people, sending that email blast all at once might not be the best move. Why? Because you could get swamped with responses, making it tough to manage and follow up effectively. So, break it down. Send your emails in chunks, maybe to 1,000 people at a time. Spread out over a week or so. This way, you can keep up with the replies and give each person the attention they deserve. Remember, when you send an email that feels personal people are more likely to respond. They might tell you they're not ready to buy right now, but they'll be interested in a few months. Great! Pop that info into your CRM system and set a reminder to follow up with them later. The key takeaway here is that one size doesn't fit all. Your messages should be tailored to different segments of your audience. Think about it. When you send out an email with a video, not everyone will engage in the same way. Some won't even open it. Others will open it but not watch the video. And some will watch the whole thing. This is where segmentation comes in. Within 24 hours of sending that email, you've essentially got 4 different sublists. Number 1, people who didn't open the email. Number 2, people who opened it but didn't watch the video. Number 3, people who watched some of the video. Number 4, people who watched the whole video. Now, you wouldn't send the same message to all 4 groups, would you? Of course not. The folks who didn't open the email might need a different subject line to grab their attention. The ones who opened but didn't watch might need a more compelling reason to click play, and so on. It's all about meeting your audience where they are and giving them the right message at the right time. And the best part is, it's not rocket science. With the right tools, segmenting your list and tailoring your messages is easier than you might think. So, to sum it up, if you want to boost your marketing results and build stronger relationships with your audience, don't treat everyone the same. Segment your list, personalize your messages, and watch your engagement soar. Now, email marketing is getting harder and harder. It's getting harder to get those emails open, to really penetrate, right? But here's the thing. It gets way easier when you've already got a relationship with your subscribers. When your emails consistently provide value, when they're interesting, useful, relevant, you're gonna see good open rates. And let's be honest, the more emails you send, the more money you make. The more money your customers make, and the closer you get to that ideal business you're dreaming of. But here's where people, especially in the coaching world, get tripped up. They stress about unsubscribes. They worry about complaints. But remember what I said before about the numbers? They don't care about your feelings. And when it comes to email, the only thing that really matters is the math. It's the numbers, the cold, hard data. If we're not getting any unsubscribes, we're not sending enough emails, right? Think about it. The people who unsubscribe were never gonna buy from you anyway. Your email list is better off without them. So don't stress. See it as a positive thing. Let me tell you a story about Jeff, a guy who sells vehicle CCTV. He used to send out weekly clips of crashes and incidents caught on camera. And because Jeff is a bit camera shy, he had one of his team members, Claire, do a little commentary. Now, Claire wasn't exactly a comedian, but she was funny and entertaining. But not everyone was a fan. Jeff got this email from a guy named Adrian who was not happy about Claire's commentary. Adrian accused Jeff of being a racist and said his advertising was cheap. He even compared Claire to a posh actress pretending to be a commoner. What a jerk, right? But Jeff, he handled it like a pro. He thanked Adrian for the feedback and then casually mentioned that he was sorry to hear Adrian's seatbelt installation business has closed down. Boom, roasted. Jeff sent me this email exchange and it got me thinking, how many of us as coaches and business owners hold back on sending emails because we're afraid of annoying people? Jeff realized that he was more worried about the one guy who complained than the thousands who didn't. Now, those negative emails are just office banter. But here's the lesson. When it comes to following up with your potential clients, you've got to put yourself out there. It's a classic saying, but it's true. The people who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Those people were never going to buy from you anyway. Now, I know I've talked about fancy CRM systems and complicated follow-up sequences, but it doesn't have to be that complex. Take Paula, for example. She runs a few local magazines, and she doesn't have thousands of prospects, but she does have hundreds. So she sat down for an hour, wrote down all the people she needed to follow up with, and then she just started calling them. And guess what? It worked. She closed several deals just by picking up the phone. The point is, don't get caught up in the tech and the tools. Just do the follow-up. It's more important to get the ball rolling, even if it's with a simple low-tech system like Paula's. Of course, tools like BombBomb and Pipedrive can be useful, but don't let not having them be an excuse for not following up. And remember, following up is crucial. If you're not reaching out to those leads, you're leaving money on the table. So pick up the phone, send that email, or even shoot them a text. Just make contact and start building those relationships. Remember, building a successful coaching business takes time. It's not going to happen overnight, but by consistently nurturing your leads and providing value, you'll see those sales start to roll in. So keep going, keep putting yourself out there, and don't be afraid to follow up. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to take a quick detour from our regular content because this is super important. You'll see why we've dedicated the last decade to working with business owners, primarily in the UK, but also globally. We've worked with folks who run their own business and franchisees, over 400 franchisees in fact, across various businesses the people at Entrepreneur Circle have built over the last 14 or 15 years. This experience has given us a front row seat to observe the key differences between those who thrive and those who struggle or even fail. Here, I want to share a double-edged sword with you. This insight will not only help you understand your clients better, but it'll also help you identify potential roadblocks in your own coaching business. It's crucial to remember that not every business owner is cut out for success. Let's explore why. I've seen firsthand how success and failure leave clues. In today's information age, we have unprecedented access to knowledge and resources. It's easier than ever to learn from successful people. I've been fortunate to achieve business success myself, and Entrepreneur Circle turns over tens of millions of pounds annually with hundreds of customers and healthy profits. We've also worked with many successful entrepreneurs in mastermind groups, witnessing their growth firsthand. However, not everyone achieves the same level of success. Even in our own mastermind groups and franchises, there have been failures. So it's realistic to expect that not every coach in our program will reach six-figure income within the first 12 months. While I'm confident many of you will achieve this quickly, some may not. Let's discuss some of the characteristics that might hinder success. I call these the roadblocks to success, things we want to avoid. All right? Number one, know-it-all syndrome. This is one of the most detrimental mindsets for any business owner. It's a close-off mentality that rejects new ideas or ways of thinking, especially prevalent among those who've been in the business for a while. The belief that they've heard it all before creates a massive barrier to growth and innovation. The minute you catch yourself thinking this way, recognize it as a 10-meter brick wall between you and your goals. True progress comes from continuous learning and being open to new possibilities. Even if you've heard something before, hearing it again in a different context or with a fresh perspective can unlock new insights and applications. Number 2, interaction addiction. This is when people substitute genuine effort and results with excessive interaction, whether it's on forums, social media, or even within coaching communities. It's easy to get caught up in conversations and lose sight of the actual work that needs to be done. Remember, your success as a coach will largely depend on your ability to focus and produce results. While interaction and support are valuable, they shouldn't replace the hard work required to build your business. Think of it like the safety instructions on an airplane. Put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. You become a more effective and influential coach when you have your own success to back it up. Number 3, telling stories instead of asking questions. This happens a lot, especially in coaching groups. When you have the opportunity to get feedback from experts or peers, don't ramble on with a long backstory. Instead, be direct and ask specific questions to get the most valuable input. Number 4, not asking for help. It's foolish to not seek help when you encounter a problem in your coaching business. Whether it's a technical issue or you just need some motivation, reach out to your support network like a mastermind group or online community. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We all need it sometimes. Number 5, playing the victim and blaming others. It's always easier to blame external factors when things aren't going well. But the truth is, your success is ultimately up to you. Take responsibility for your actions and focus on finding solutions, not excuses. Number 6, procrastination. We're all guilty of it sometimes, but procrastination can be a major roadblock to success. You won't build a successful coaching business by just thinking and talking about it. You need to take action and get things done. Number 7, getting stuck in the weeds. It's easy to get bogged down in the details and spend too much time on the little things. But remember, done is better than perfect. Don't let perfectionism hold you back from making progress. And lastly, number 8, not bouncing back from setbacks. You're gonna experience setbacks in your coaching business. That's just part of the journey. The key is to learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. Don't let setbacks get you down. I hope these roadblocks to success help you avoid some of the common mistakes that can hold you back in your coaching business. Remember, stay open to new ideas, focus on achieving results, and avoid falling into the trap of interaction addiction. Focus on asking the right questions, seeking help when you need it, taking responsibility for your actions, and taking consistent action. And most importantly, don't give up. Let's talk about the big secret to your success as a coaching business owner. And trust me, it really is a big secret. There's even a book written about it by Nigel Botterill together with Martin Gladish called Build Your Business in 90 Minutes a Day. It goes into the science behind why dedicating 90 minutes a day to your business is so impactful. They explore pivotal moments in history that were shaped in 90 minutes or less. It's a concept I'm passionate about, and I know it works because I live it every day. The author of the book starts his workday with his door shut and a do not disturb sign. And he's built multiple successful businesses using this method. So, what's the secret? It's simple. Dedicate 90 minutes each day to activities that will grow your coaching business. This isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart and focusing on the right things. Let's go back to basics. When you meet someone new, how do you describe your business? Most people focus on their job title. I'm a coach. But to be successful, you need to shift your mindset. You're not just a coach, you're a marketer of coaching services. Think about it. To get clients, you need to market yourself effectively. This means understanding your target audience, creating compelling marketing messages, and building a strong brand. It's not always easy, but it's essential for your success. So, how do you start your workday? Do you immediately dive into client work, or do you take some time to focus on marketing and business development? I used to struggle with this too. When I first started my business, I was so focused on serving my clients that I neglected the marketing side of things. But then I heard about the conversation that this author had with his mentor, and that changed my perspective. The mentor asked him, "What's the most important thing you need to do for your business to succeed?" He replied that it was getting and keeping customers. And then the mentor said, "So, when are you getting and keeping customers today then?" This was a mind opener. He challenged him to dedicate time each day to activities that would help him achieve that goal. That's when I started my 90-minute daily habit. I began to dedicate the time each day focusing on marketing, lead generation, and business development, and it made all the difference. So, I urge you to do the same. Dedicate 90 minutes each day to activities that will help you get and keep clients. This is the key to building a successful coaching business and achieving the life you desire. A big secret to success in your coaching business is simple, but it's not easy. You need to dedicate 90 minutes every single workday to focused work on your business. Now listen, I get it. Life happens. If you miss a day here or there, it won't kill your business. But if you start skipping these 90-minute chunks regularly, you'll lose momentum and struggle to see the growth you want. Consistency is key, especially in your first year. Those 90-minute chunks, Monday through Friday, are where the magic happens. Trust me, if you stick with it and use that time wisely, you'll see incredible results. Why 90 minutes, you ask? Well, there's some science behind it. 90 minutes is about as long as most people can stay laser focused. After that, the mind starts to wander. You check the news, scroll through your phone, you know the drill. But for 90 minutes, you can get in the zone and be incredibly productive. Now, I'm a night owl. I'm most productive in the last few hours before going to bed. So that's when I schedule my 90 minutes. But hey, if you're a morning person, do your 90 minutes whenever you're at your best. The key is to find your peak time and protect it. To make the most of your 90 minutes, you need to set yourself up for success. First, create the right environment. Find a quiet workspace where you won't be interrupted. Turn off your phone, close your email, and eliminate any distractions. This is your time to focus on your business, not put out fires or answer client calls. Next, have a clear plan for what you want to accomplish during your 90 minutes. What are the most important tasks that will move your business forward? Focus on those high impact activities and avoid getting bogged down in busy work. Remember, your 90 minutes are sacred. This is your time to work on your business, not in it. By dedicating this time to strategic thinking, planning, and execution, you'll be amazed at how quickly your coaching business can grow. So, there you have it. The secret to success is simple. 90 minutes of focused work on your business every single workday. It's not always easy, but it's absolutely worth it. Now, go out there and make it happen. Having a clear goal and a plan is so crucial. If you've ever felt overwhelmed in business, it's likely because you lack this direction. When you have a concrete goal and a clear plan, you eliminate that feeling of being overwhelmed. It's a major benefit of this training program to help you define your goals and create a solid plan to achieve them. Now, let's discuss the importance of setting end times for tasks. In my experience, very few people use them effectively, but I found them to be incredibly powerful. Everything I do has an end time, whether it's writing articles, recording videos, or planning my week. Setting end times help you stay focused and become much more productive. Remember, if it doesn't have an end time, it's not an appointment. This applies to meetings too. I train my team to keep meetings on schedule, and it's made a big difference in our efficiency. When you have end times for work and meetings, you get more done. In the context of your 90-minute work blocks, this means you're not just working on a task, you're committing to finishing it within that time frame. This creates a sense of urgency and boosts your productivity. You'll even get better at estimating end times as you practice. At first, you might not always allocate enough time, but you'll become more accurate with experience. Remember, work often expands to fill the available time. If you don't set limits, you'll find yourself getting less done. Think about it. 90 minutes a day adds up to 30 hours a month. That's 30 hours of focused, productive work. Imagine what you could achieve in that time. Over the course of 3 months, that's 120 hours of dedicated effort towards building your coaching business. Finally, let's wrap up with what I call prioritized lists. To make the most of your 90 minutes, you need to focus on the most important tasks. I recommend using an ABC list. A for the tasks that directly contribute to your business success and move you closer to your goals. B for client-related tasks or essential business operations that need to be done but aren't your top priority. C for the little things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Remember, it's about importance, not urgency. Focus on your A-list activities during your 90-minute blocks. I also want to emphasize the importance of planning your 90-minute blocks in advance. I usually plan my week on Sundays, and I always know what I'm going to achieve the next day before I go to bed. This not only saves me time in the morning, but also allows my brain to subconsciously work on solutions while I sleep. If you follow this approach, you'll dramatically increase your chances of achieving success in your coaching business. This way of working sets you up for success by creating the right mindset, environment, and focus. So, make the most of your 90 minutes and watch your business thrive.